let's do a little comparison. The A7 III, a $2,000 camera versus the A5000. It could range from $100 to $400 depending where you buy it, or with the kit lens, but let's see what we get. We all know that the A7 III is a great lens, but what about this when it comes to image quality for photography? What's up everybody, my name is Amauris Hernandez. I do photography, tutorials, behind the scenes, some little bit of cinematic stuff, not too in depth. But yeah, if you're if that's something you're into, please consider hitting the subscribe button and turn on the post bell notification. And let's get the video started. So for this camera you have interchangeable lens, which is a plus. Oh my god! Since it's a quad frame camera, I got the Sigma 30. That is my main go-to when it comes to cinematic stuff on the A6500. I rarely use the A6500 for photography, but this is good. It'll be like equivalent to a 52 around there. And yeah, the autofocus is not bad. Hold on. Very big, but I would consider using the kit lens or even the Sigma 16 or 56. Those three lenses plus the kit lens will be a very good combination for something like this if you're already having an A6500 or A6300 or A6000. Now, knowing myself, I will probably use a full frame lens onto it. It looks ridiculous. Let's be honest. It looks ridiculous, but you get the quality that you want at 1.4. Even though it truly won't be a 1.4 because of the cropping factor. This is something you can look into if you want to travel and you want to take one lens, but you don't want to travel heavy. Something you can look into. Yes, you'll need more battery. This is the same type of battery the A6500 gets, but the good thing about this is the SD card slot is on the other side. It's not on the bottom like the A6500, so that's a plus. So yeah, let's get started with our little mini photo shoot demonstrating the quality, right? All right, so I'm gonna start off with the Sony A7 III with the Tamron 28-75. Here's my model for the day, Lenny. She looks familiar. If she doesn't, because her hair changed color, her hair color changed. So she's been out around me before, but she's gonna be my main model when it comes to YouTube purposes. So you'll be seeing her a lot from her. So yeah, let's get started with this.
You're vegetarian, so French fries and beer are vegan. So you tell me.
Anything to get somebody drunk, right?
Huh?
Anything to get somebody drunk.
Yep.
You're vegan now. Alright, so the advantages of having the A6500, or in this case right now the A6400, is interchangeable lens. So I'm going to use my favorite lens, the Sigma 35 1.4 with the MC11 adapter. Where is it at? Now the autofocus will work, but it just sucks. Like it'll lock in, but it's not really in focus 100%. It'll be in focus mainly like 70%. But I'm gonna juice manual focus and let's see what happens from now. Alright, so I know my head's cut off, but I'm gonna bring in flash. Now you're wondering how I'm gonna be able to use flash. I put my speedlight in slave mode. Just pop the flash. And I'm gonna indicate it this way. So I'm gonna show you the difference with the flash facing the subject compared to away. All right, I'm gonna use the A5000 with the 35 just to get the bokeh. And I'm gonna use the ND filter just cause I don't wanna kill the ambient light too much. So it's gonna incorporate high-speed sync per se. One thing I forgot to mention was when you pop out the flash, the sync speed limit is 1/60th, so it won't go any higher than that. That's my reasoning for bringing in the ND filter, so I can maintain shooting at 1.4, and I don't have to darken the ambient via the aperture or f-stop. So I'm going to demonstrate the difference between the pop-up flash towards the model, in this case Lenny, towards bringing it out this way to just trigger the speed light. So let's get started with that. The only disadvantage of doing this setup, since you can't control the speed light remotely, you gotta go to it manually and adjust. So since I already set it up the way that I want it, let's just get ready to shoot. Similar to the A7 III, the pop-up flash, you adjust the way you want it. So right there, that's not bad. So I just pop it up so it exposes and I can see better. Right now the pop-up flash is straight ahead. Don't mind the background. That's what you get, the ugly stuff. Now I just did the pop-up flash to my left to bounce off the wall and trigger my flash. So much better. Let me see if I can place it nicely somewhere in the house where the background is not too crazy. All right, so I've moved the modifier the other way around just so the background's not distraction. So it's just got a plain white wall. But let's shoot wide open and see what we get. So now I'm gonna bring back the A7 III. As we know, we can use high-speed sync with the trigger. So no worry about that, I can just control everything through here. And yeah. So let me know what you thought about this camera, the quality, when it comes to photo. Now there is the A6400 that just came out. Photo-wise, I suggest that. If you're a beginner and you're looking to get into the Sony world, definitely look into that camera, as you can upgrade by lenses first, and when you have the experience and know what you want to do, then go for the more pricey camera, either be the A7 III, the A7R III, or the 2 series models, or the A9 if you're balling like that. But yeah, thank you Lenny for being my model, my moose.
Thank you.
And is it moose or muse?
I think muse.
Okay, so let me like moose, like once you put a moose effect. But yeah, you see the quality difference. Obviously the color science has improved a lot since this camera. But yeah, see you in the next video. Peace.
Bye.